Yes, now what some wanted to know was what's the biggest hit of the year? Of course, it depends what year you're asking me. Well, I've only got records here, so I'm going to go back through them now. Just on the one show and do you the biggest hits of the year. I can take it back to 1900, and I'm a bit vague on the first one, but not on the last one. I'm a bit big on the first one because I lost 22. Yeah, I was put up on that other board and I haven't got it on this board. Okay, we begin with 2021 and Lil Nas X was the biggest hit of the year. Montero, Call Me By Your Name, 2001. In the year 2020, Dua Lipa, Don't Start Now, was the biggest hit of that year. Uh, from all our source charts, they all compiled into this one. North America, Europe, and this is produces the biggest hit of the year. We're going back to 2019 now, Billie Eilish, Bad Guy. 2018, we're reading backwards. Drake, God's Plan. At number 5, I better say the numbers, so you begin out of order. Number 5, Ed Sheeran, Shape of You, 2017. Number 6, Drake and Wizkid and Kyla, One Dance, 2016. At number 7, Adele, biggest hits of each year now, Hello, 2015. At number 8, Pharrell Williams, Happy, 2014. At number 9, Robin Thicke, T.I. and Pharrell Williams, Blurred Lines, 2013. At number 10, Gotye and Kimbra, Somebody That I Used to Know, 2012. And at 2011, Rihanna and Calvin Harris, We Found Love. That's number 11 at 2011. So what is it? It's the biggest hits of the year. And we turn to number 12 now. Kesha, TikTok, 2010. At number 13, Lady Gaga, She's Got a Poker Face, 2009. At number 14, Leona Lewis, Bleeding Love, 2008. At number 15, Rihanna and Jay-Z, Umbrella, 2007. At number 16, Shakira and Wycliffe Jean, Hips Don't Lie, 2006. At number 17, Madonna, Hung Up, 2005. Number 18, Usher, Yeah, 2004. Number 19 is Outcast, Here Ya, 2003. At number 20, it's Eminem, Lose Yourself, 2002. At number 21, the numbers mean nothing because it just means they're going down by that number. That doesn't mean that I'm actually in that number. 21, Kylie Minogue, Can't Get You Out of My Head. That just means it's 21 years back. 2001. 22, Madonna, Music, 2000. Went into the 90s. 23, Britney Spears, Baby One More Time, 1999. At 24, Celine Dion, My Heart Will Go On, 1998. At 25, Elton John, Candle in the Wind, that's the Candle in the Wind 97. And of course, it's in 97. 26, Spice Girls, biggest hit of the year, Wannabe in 1996. Biggest hit of the year, 1995, coming up. It's at number 27 on the list. Coolio, Gangsta's Paradise. At 28, Ace of Base with a Sign from 1994. At 29, UB40, Can't Help Falling in Love, 1993. And at number 30, Whitney Houston, I Will Always Love You, 92. At 31, Bryan Adams, Everything I Do It For You, 1991. At number 32, Sinead O'Connor, Nothing Compares to You in the year 1990. At 33, Madonna, Like a Prayer, 1989. At 34, Phil Collins, A Groovy Kind of Love, 1988. At 35, Whitney Houston, I Want to Dance with Somebody Who Loves Me. That's 1987. These are the biggest hits of the year, taking all countries and all charts into consideration. At number 36 on the list, this is only the list number. Berlin, yeah, that's in Germany. Take My Breath Away, 1986. And that's from a film as well. 1937, the USA for Africa. We Are the World, 1985. And at 38, Stevie Wonder, I Just Called to Say I Love You, 1984. What was the best song in 1983? Number 39. And the artist died fairly recently. Say last couple of months or something. Irene Cara, Flashdance, What a Feeling, 1983. At number 40, it's amazing how they survived. Of course, I had a big film, Rocky Survivor, Eye of the Tiger, 1982. At number 41, Kim Carnes, Nobody Has Eyes Like Betty Davis' Eyes, 1981. She was in the Hitchcock films of the 40s and 50s. She absolutely stares at you. It never moves those eyes. 1942, Pink Floyd, Another Brick in the Wall, Part 2, 1980. At 43, Blondie, Got a Heart of Glass. I hope it's not breakable glass. 1979. At 44, the Bee Gees, Staying Alive in 1978. At 45, the Eagles, checking into that Hotel California again, 1977. You can hear them coming up the stairs. They seem to want to say, welcome to the Hotel California. 1946, ABBA, Johnson Queen. The Queen loved it. 1976, it was a secret song. At 47, Billy Swan, I Can Help in 1975. And he's bound to be a champion by now. 48, Carl Douglas, but he's not, because older age is catching up with him. The younger men are coming through. Carl Douglas, been kung fu fighting since 1974. Oops, and there he goes, flat on his back. He's out now. That's the end of him. Yeah. 49, the Rolling Stones, Angie, 1973. At 50, Don McLean, he got American Pie. It lasts him a week. It's a big pie. 1972. At 51, George Harrison, My Sweet Lord. What a lovely Sweet Lord. 1971. And at 52, the Beatles. We might as well jack in and just let it be. Let it be, 1970. We're jacking in. 53, the Archies. Sugar, sugar. Oh, in those days, pile on as much as you like, but now people seriously worried about it. You get diabetes, you know. Yeah, you've got to avoid sugar a bit. Yeah. But there's all things has got it in. Archie, sugar, sugar. 1969. At 54, the Beatles, Hey Jude, 1968. Song of the Year. Bestseller. At 55, it's Procol Harum doing A Whiter Shade of Pale, 1967. At 56, it's Frankie. Frank Sinatra, Strangers in the Night, 1966. 57 got the Rolling Stones. I can't get no satisfaction. I've got to keep introducing you lot every day. 1965. The Beatles, bound to be here. I want to hold your hand, Rolling Stones. Make sure you don't escape. 1964. At number 59, Trini Lopez. If I had a hammer. Yes, I'll give a knock on your door in the morning. 1963. At 60, Ray Charles, I Can't Stop Loving You. 62. And at 61, Benny King, Stand By Me. 61. 1961 also. At 62, it's Elvis Presley, Are You Lonesome Tonight? 1960. At 63, Bobby Darin, Mark the Knife, 1959. At 64, the Kingston Trio, Tom Dooley, 1958. At 65, Elvis Presley, Jailhouse Rock in 1957. At 66, Doris Day, Oh, Q, Sarah, Sarah, whatever will be, 1956. At 67, Bill Haley and his Comets, Rock Around the Clock, 1955. At 68, Doris Day again, Secret Love, 1954. At 69, Les Paul and Mary Ford, Via con Dios, May God Be With You, 1953. At 70, Joe Stafford, You Belong to Me, 52. At 71, Nat King Cole, Too Young, 1951. And Nat's up again here. 72, Nat King Cole, Mona Lisa, 1950. We're going back to the oldies now. 73, Vaughn Monroe, Ghost Riders in the Sky, 1949. 74, Dinah Shore, Buttons and Boys, 1948. At 75, Francis Craig, Near You, 1947. At 76, Frank Sinatra, 5 Minutes More, 1946. At 77, Les Brown and Doris Day with A Sentimental Journey, 1945. And in 1978, Bing Crosby. That's at number 78. Bing Crosby. Swinging on a Star, 1944. And at 79, the Mill Brothers. Paper Doll, 1943. Now just a little pause here. Number 80 is Bing Crosby, White Christmas, won the Battle of the Bands, 1942. First in the all-time songs also. Second was Bryan Adams, Everything I Do It For You, 91. And third was Whitney Houston, I Will Always Love You, 92. But that's first, all first all round for Bing Crosby. White Christmas, 1942. At 81, we've got Glenn Miller, Chattanooga Choo Choo, at 1941. Glenn Miller comes again in 1940 with In the Mood, and his position is 82. I've already talked about this one when I did the Master Streamers. 83, Judy Garland, Over the Rainbow in 1939. Someone did a little cover. 84, Artie Shaw, Begin to Begin, 1938. At 85, Benny Goodman, Sing, Sing, Sing with a Swing, 1937. And at 86, Bing Crosby again, Pennies from Heaven, 1936. Bing topped the artists for the 30s and the 40s. At 87, Fred Astaire, Cheek to Cheek, 1935. At 88, Leo Reisman, Continental, You Kiss While You're Dancing. That's how you do the Continental. Have you kissed while you're dancing? Not while you're doing a twist, you'll probably twist your neck. Yes, 1934. But you must be doing a slow waltz to that one. Yes, at 89, it's Ethel Waters, Stormy Weather, Keeps Raining All the Time. Oh, it's not so bad here today, Ethel, but of course someone somewhere will be getting it. 1933. At number 90, Fred Astaire and Leo Reisman, Night and Day, 1932. At 91, Cab Galloway and his Cotton Club Orchestra. They do go out and pick a bit of cotton sometimes. See Minnie the Moocher, how she's going on in 1931. That's Minnie the Moocher. In 92, Harry Richman, he's a rich man by now, Putting on the Ritz. Oh, he goes to the Ritz, 1930. At 93, it's Eddie Cantor, Megan Whoopi. Boo, what was that Whoopi? 1929. At 94, Jimmy Rogers, T for Texas, Blue Yodel #1, 1928. At 95, Hoagy Carmichael, Stardust, 1927. But we're getting back now, we're heading for the year 1900. At 96, we've got Gene Austin, Bye Bye Blackbird, from 1926. And in 97, we've got Ben Benny, or Ben Burney, as his name is, Sweet Georgia Brown from 1925. In 98, George Gershwin, Rhapsody in Blue, 1924. And at number 99, Bessie Smith, Downhearted Blues, 1923. And at number 100, yes, it's Fanny. Fanny Bryce. My man just calls me Fanny. Number 100, Fanny Bryce, My Man, 1922. But hold on, there's a few ladies around here. We just had Bessie Smith and Fanny Bryce. And here's Marion Harris. Yeah, she was doing all right in those days. But she always says, I ain't got nobody. Huh. And that was in 1921. At 102, Al Jolson, Swanee, Best Song of the Year, 1920. 103, Marion Harris again. After you're gone, she'll say that same old line, I ain't got nobody. 1919. At 104, the original Dixieland Jazz Band doing a Tiger Rag, 1918. And 105, Nora Beers, Over There, in 1917. 106, John McCormack, Somewhere a Voice is Calling, and that happens all the time. I can hear one calling now. 1916. At 107, Oliver Klein and Reinald Warrenrath. Hello, Fiasco. Hello, Frisco. 1915. At 108, the Heidelberg Quintet, By the Beautiful Sea, 1914. At 109, Chauncey Olcott, When Irish Eyes Are Smiling, 1913. 110, Al Jolson, That Haunting Melody, 1912. At 111, Sophie Tucker, Some of These Days, 1911. And 112, Louise Homer, or Homer, you could say. America the Beautiful, 1910. 113, Fisk University, Jubilee Quartet, Swing Low Sweet Chariot, 1909. At 114, Billy Murray and the Hayden Quartet, Take Me Out to the Ball Game, 1908. 115, Enrico Caruso, Who Shall Be Pushed to Read His Foreign Writing, Vesti la Guba, which means On with the Play, 1907. 116, it's Bert Williams, Nobody, 1906. 117, Billy Murray, Give My Regards to Broadway, 1905. 118, it's the Hayden Quartet, Sweet Adeline, You're the Flower of My Heart, 1904. And in 1903, they're here again, the Hayden Quartet, In the Good Old Summertime, 1903. And at 120, we've got Byron G. Harlan, Joe Belmont, and the Florida Girls. Tell Me Pretty Madam, 1902. And of course, it wouldn't be a chart without Sousa's Band, 121. Stars and Stripes Forever, 1901. But who started the decade? Joey Mahoney. Joey Mahoney, When You Were Sweet 16, 1900. And so that ends that task. But we'll give you another task. We're not finished yet. The artists that have been the most successful over the years. Well, you could probably, but which order, you could probably name them. Number one is the Beatles. Remember, this is artists most successful now. Beatles, Hey Jude, most successful with that one, 1968. Elvis was the second most successful artist. Are You Lonesome Tonight was his best in 1960. Madonna was the third best artist. Like a Prayer was her best song in 1989. The fourth best artist is Bing Crosby, White Christmas 1942 on this list. And the fifth best, the Rolling Stones, I Can Get No Satisfaction, 1965. The sixth best artist of all time, Elton John, Candle in the Wind was his best song, 97. The seventh best artist, Michael Jackson, Billie Jean, best song, 1983. The eighth best artist, U2, Beautiful Day, year 2000. At the ninth position, Bee Gees, Staying Alive, 1978. Number 10 is Frank Sinatra, Strangers in the Night, 1966. And at number 11, Mariah Carey, Without You, 1994. At number 12, Glenn Miller, In the Mood, 1940. At number 13, Paul Whiteman, Whispering, 1920. Number 14, Nat King Cole, Mona Lisa, 1950. Number 15, Perry Como, Don't Let the Stars Get in Your Eyes, 1953. 16, Prince, When Doves Cry, 1984. 17, ABBA, Dancing Queen, 1976. 18, Rod Stewart, Maggie May, 71. The 19th best artist of all time, Britney Spears, Baby One More Time, 1999. At number 20, Guy Lombardo, It's Love, 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 1944. At number 21, one of our great artists, Cliff Richard, We Don't Talk Anymore, his best, rated 1979. At 22, Whitney Houston, I Will Always Love You, from 92. The 23rd artist, Janet Jackson, That's the Way Love Goes, 93. And the 24th, Stevie Wonder, I Just Called to Say I Love You, 84. And the 25, I was going again because you do talk so much on here. 25, we have Queen, Bohemian Rhapsody, in 1976. At 26, Bon Jovi, Always, 1994. Remember, these are the best artists of all time in no order. At number 27, Black Eyed Peas, I Got a Feeling, 2009. At 28, David Bowie, Let's Dance, 1983. At 29, Phil Collins, Another Day in Paradise, 1989. Rihanna, number 30, Don't Stop the Music, 2007. George Michael, 31. Careless Whisper, 1984. Number 32, Eminem, Lose Yourself, 2002. At number 33, Beach Boys, Good Vibrations, 1996. Considered to be the best song. 34, Celine Dion, My Heart Will Go On, 1998. At number 35, Louis Armstrong, Hello Dolly, Louis Armstrong there, 1964. At number 36, Bryan Adams, Everything I Do It For You, 91. At number 37, Al Jolson, Swanee, 1920. At number 38, Depeche Mode, Enjoy the Silence, 1990. And 39, Beyonce, Crazy in Love, 2003. And at 40, Pink, So What, 2008. 41, it's Frankie Lane, Mule Train, 1949. And at 42, Tommy Dorsey, Marie, 1937. 43, Bruce Springsteen, Streets of Philadelphia, 94. And at 44, Donna Summer, Hot Stuff, 1979. At 45, the Pet Shop Boys were West End Girls, 1986. And at 46, Duke Ellington, Take the A Train, 1941. And at 47, Jimmy Dorsey, Tangerine, 1942. At 48, Paul Anka, Diana, 1957. And at 49, the Backstreet Boys, I Wanted That Way, 1999. R.E.M. at 50, Losing My Religion, 1991. At 51, Kylie Minogue, Can't Get You Out of My Head, 2001. 52 is Duran Duran, A View to a Kill, 1985. 53, Billy Joel, The River of Dreams, 1993. 54, Benny Goodman, Sing, Sing, Sing with a Swing, 1937. At 55, the Andrews Sisters, Sitting in a Corner, having rum and Coca-Cola, 1945. At 56, Roxette, On a Joyride, 1991. At 57, John Lennon, Imagine, 1971. At 58, Sammy Clay, Daddy, 1941. And at 59, Roy Orbison, Oh Pretty Woman, 1964. And at 60, Creedence Clearwater Revival, Proud Mary, 1969. 61 is Boney M, Rivers of Babylon, 78. And 62 is the Glee cast, Don't Stop Believing, 2009. 63 is Wings, Mother Can Tire, 1977. And at 64 we have Cher, Believe, 1998. Pat Boone at 65 with his Speedy Gonzales, 1962. And at 66, the Everly Brothers, Cathy's Clown from 1960. 67 is Aerosmith, I don't want to miss a thing. That's why I'm telling you the whole list. 1998. 68, Chicago, If You Leave Me Now, 1976. 69, Fats Domino, Blueberry Hill, 1956. 70, Dinah Shore, Buttons and Boards, 1948. And at 71, it's Connie Francis, Who's Sorry Now, 1958. 72, Christina Aguilera, Genie in a Bottle, 99. And at 73, Vaughan Monroe, Ghost Riders in the Sky, 1949. 74, Katy Perry, I Kissed a Girl, 2008. At 75, Doris Day, Q Sarah, Sarah, whatever will be, 1956. And at 76, Patti Page, Tennessee Waltz, 1950. At 77, Neil Diamond, Crocodile Rosie, 1970. And at 78, Lady Gaga, Poker Face, 2009. Tom Jones at 79, She's a Lady, 1971. On the 80, Jennifer Lopez, If I Had My Love, 99. At 81, Diana Ross, Upside Down, from 1980. On the 82, the Spice Girls, Wannabe, from 1996. From 83, number 83, that is Oasis, Wonderwall, from 1996. 84, Usher, yeah, 2004. 85, Eddie Fisher, I'm Walking Behind You, 1953. 86, Blondie, Heart of Glass, 1979. 87, Kay Kaiser, the Woody Woodpecker song, 1948. 88, Ray Charles, I Can't Stop Loving You, 1962. 89, The Ink Spots, We Three, My Echo, My Shadow, and Me, 1941. At number 90, Carpenters, Too Long to Be Close to You, 1970. At 91, we got Fleetwood Mac, Go Your Own Way, 1977. 92, Aretha Franklin, Respect, 1968. At 93, Red Hot Chili Peppers, Under the Bridge, 92. 94 is Lionel Richie, Say You, Say Me, 85. At 95, Tina Turner, What's Love Got to Do With It, 84. And at 96, The Police, Every Breath You Take, 1983. At 97, Harry James with A Sleepy Lagoon from 1942. 98 is Billy Murray, Give My Regards to Broadway, 1905. At 99, Petula Clark, Downtown, 1965. At 100, Robbie Williams, Rock DJ, yeah, 2000. And it goes on and goes on and goes on and goes on. I think it goes on to 1,000. Which we call it cover today. We just covered the top 100 for you. We'll go look to another category now. And this one lists either cover versions or distinct songs with the same title, most successful versions. Number 1 on this chart, song titles. Number 1, Gnarls Barkley, Crazy. Yeah, Crazy would be a very popular title for several songs, 2006. At number 2, Shaggy, Angel, yes, is a very popular name as well, 2001. The best song titles. Mariah Carey, Without You. Without You has been very popular name over the years, 1994. And Shakespeare's Sister Stay, 1992. Righteous Brothers with Unchained Melody, 1965. That been done a few times. And Shocking Bill with Venus, has been very popular name, 1970. Whitney Houston, I Will Always Love You, 92. At number 7. At number 8, Bon Jovi, Always, 1994. At number 9, Cher, Believe, 1998. At number 10, Bing Crosby, White Christmas. Yes, a lot of covers for that one as well. So just a little look there, this one. I'll give you the top 20. At 11, Huey Lewis in the News, The Power of Love. Very popular name, 1995. And at 12, Frankie Lane, I Believe, 1953. Next one, 13, Kelly Clarkson, Because of You, 2006. Enrique Iglesias, Hero, very popular name, 2001. Bryan Adams, Heaven, number 15. 1985. Bobby Darin, Mac and Ive, 1959. UB40, Corn, Help Fallen in Love, 1993. Del Shannon, number 18, was Runaway, 1961. And Chris Cross with Jump. Yeah, Jump is a very popular name for songs as well, and many that contains Jump. That's 1992. And at number 20, Justin Timberlake, My Love. Of course, there's many My Loves. 2006. This category goes on as well. Forever. 1000. Now this one lists song charts. Now you'll probably think that's just the US Billboard. But it's not. If you want to hear some song charts. But mind, some of them might have packed in now or changed. All the charts. US Billboard from 1900 to 2013. The UK chart, 1952 to 2011. Japan Tokyo, 88 to 2007. Germany ODK, and in Germany. So obviously the US Billboard and the UK chart are the more popular one. Germany 2000, France, SNEP, Holland, Canada Yeah Songs, Canada Chum, Sweden Alternative, and then Sweden, Switzerland, Norway, Poland, Belgium Radio 2, Austria, Flanders, US 1940s, Australia Go Set, Rihanna, New Zealand Lever, New Zealand Listener, Springbok UK, Sheet Music, yes, up to number 4, 1952 from 1939. The periods are here also of activity. So we'll cover a few on that one for you. Now we'll have a look at albums. Albums charts. Well, we can only go from the 1950s here. You know, mostly from the 1960s. The top album over all the years was said to be The Beatles, Sgt. Pepper's Lonely Heart Club Band, 1967. on sales and things like that. That's the number one. Michael Jackson with Thriller came in at number two, 1982. And the Beatles with Abbey Road LP or album, 1969. U2 with the Joshua Tree, 1987, is high up at 4. Fleetwood Mac Rumours in 1977. Pink Floyd with The Dark Side of the Moon, still a very popular album at number 6, 1973. Bruce Springsteen, born in the USA, 1984. These are albums. Bee Gees at 8, Saturday Night Fever, 78. The Beatles, that's the Beatles' White Album, 1968 at number 9. Nirvana with Nevermind, 1991 is at number 10. Dire Straits Brothers in Arms, 1985 album. The Beatles' Revolver album from 1966 is good and high at 12. Pink Floyd, The Wall, oh yeah, forever be popular, 1979. Simon and Garfunkel, Bridge Over Troubled Water, 1970. At number 15, Metallica with Metallica, 1991. And the Beatles' Rubber Soul album, 1965, at number 16. Led Zeppelin with Led Zeppelin 2, 1969. Whitney Houston, The Bodyguard, 1993. Michael Jackson, Bad, yes, he's Bad album, 1987. And Alanis Morissette with a Jagged Little Pill, 1995, yes, is well known. And Prince with Purple Rain at 21. Led Zeppelin, Four Symbols, Led Zeppelin 4, 1971. Santana with the Supernatural of 99. The Eagles with the Hotel California album, 1976 at number 24. Whitney Houston and an album called Whitney Houston, 1985. The original soundtrack at 26 from Grease. The original soundtrack is from 1978. The Beatles' One album is still very, very popular, reached in the year 2000. Paul Simon at Graceland, 1986 at 28. The Police, Synchronicity, 1983. Guns N' Roses, Appetite for Destruction, 1987. Eminem with the Marshall Mathers LP, year 2000. Eminem with the Eminem Show, year 2002. U2, Achtung Baby, 1991. Bon Jovi, Slippery When Wet, number 34. Celine Dion, Falling Into You, 1996. AC/DC, Black in Black, or Back in Black, 1980. Phil Collins, No Jacket Required, 1985. Shania Twain, Come On Over, 1998. Pink Floyd, Wish You Were Here, 1975. George Michael, Faith, in 87. And Lionel Richie, Can't Slow Down, in 83. And Phil Collins, But Seriously, 1989. His albums, Madonna, True Blue, 1986. Richard Rodgers, The Sound of Music, 1965. Eric Clapton, Unplugged, 92. Def Leppard, Hysteria, 87. At 47, Madonna, Like a Prayer, 1989. U2, Rattle and Hum, 1988, 48. Beatles, A Hard Day's Night, 64, at 49. And at 50, Celine Dion, Let's Talk About Love, 1997. And again, it goes on, heading for the 1,000 and that, which I haven't simply got time to do for you now. I'm going to look now at what's called album years. Olivia Rodrigo, the page lists the biggest hit albums of each year in the 92 categories had been taken into consideration. Album shots are only after 1950. Can't count before that. Olivia Rodrigo, Sour, year 1921, and it dates back over. Dua Lipa, Future Nostalgia, 2020. Billie Eilish, When We All Fall Asleep, Where Do We Go, 2019. Post Malone, Beer Bongs and Bentleys, 2018. Ed Sheeran, Divide, 2017. David Bowie, Black Star, 2016. Adele, 25, 2015. And Ed Sheeran with an X, 2014. Daft Punk, number 9. Random Access Memories, 2013. Taylor Swift, Red, 2012. Adele, 21, 2011. Arcade Fire, The Suburbs, 2010. At number 13, Taylor Swift, Fearless, 2009. Coldplay, Viva La Vida, 2008. Amy Winehouse, Back to Black, 2007. Red Hot Chili Peppers, Stadium Arcadium. These are albums, for each year. 2006. Coldplay, X and Y, 2005. American Idiot from Green Day, 2004. St. Anger from Metallica, 2003. The Eminem Show from Eminem, 2002. Hot Shot from Shaggy, 2001. Beatles One album, released in the year 2000. Santana, Supernatural, 1999. Come On Over, Shania Twain, 1998. Celine Dion, Let's Talk About Love, 97. Celine Dion, Falling Into You, 96. Alanis Morissette, Set with a Jagged Little Pill, 95. Nirvana, Unplugged in New York, 94. Whitney Houston, The Bodyguard, 93. Eric Clapton, Unplugged, 1992. Nirvana, Nevermind, 1991. Sinead O'Connor, I Do Not Want What I Haven't Got, 1990. Phil Collins, But Seriously, 89. U2, Rattle and Hum, 88. U2, The Joshua Tree, 87. Paul Simon and Graceland, 1986. Dire Straits, Brothers in Arms, 1985. Bruce Springsteen, Born in the USA, 1984. Police, Synchronicity, 1983. Michael Jackson, Thriller, 1982. Queen, Queen's Greatest Hits 1 in 1981. AC/DC, 1980, Back in Black. 1979, The Wall, Pink Floyd. Bee Gees, Saturday Night Fever, 78. Fleetwood Mac, Rumors, 77. Eagles, Hotel California, 1976. Pink Floyd, Wish You Were Here, 75. Wings was Band on the Run in 1974. Pink Floyd, Dark Side of the Moon, 1973. Neil Young with Harvest in 1972. Led Zeppelin, Four Symbols, Led Zeppelin 4, 1971. Simon and Garfunkel, Bridge Over Troubled Water, 1970. All albums is Beatles, Abbey Road, 1969 album. Beatles, The Beatles White album, 1968. The Beatles, Sgt. Pepper Lonely Hearts Club Band, 67. And the Beatles Revolver, 1976. And the Beatles Rubber Soul from 1965. Yes, a top album each year. And the Beatles A Hard Day Night, 1964. Now at 59, James Brown, Live at the Apollo, 1963. Original soundtrack of West Side Story, 1962. Judy Garland, Judy at Carnegie Hall, 1961. Bob Newhart, The Button-Down Mind of Bob Newhart, 1960. Miles Davis, Kinda Blue at 1959. Leonard Bernstein, West Side Story at 58. Elvis Presley, Elvis's Christmas album at 57. Frederick Lowe, My Fair Lady, 1956. Frank Sinatra in The Wee Small Hours, 55. Mario Lanza, Student Prince, 1954. Jackie Gleason, Music for Lovers Only, 1953. Harry Smith, Anthology of American Folk Music, 1952. Theodorus Monk, Genius of Modern Music, 1951. And original cast, Guys and Dolls, 1950. So that's albums can only go back there to 1950. Top albums. Album artists now. The Beatles had one, Sgt. Pepper's Lonely Hearts Club Band, Rolling Stones, Sticky Fingers, 1971. Elvis, 30 number one hits, 2002. Bob Dylan, Highway 61 Revisited, 2005. U2 with the Joshua Tree, at number 5, 1987. Bruce Springsteen, born in the USA, 84. Madonna with a True Blue in 1986. Elton John, Goodbye Yellow Brick Road in 1973. Number 9, Michael Jackson, Thriller in 82. Number 10, Pink Floyd, Dark Side of the Moon, 73. Prince, Purple Rain in 1984 is an album. Charts. Rod Stewart, Bronze and More Fun album, 1979. On the 13, Led Zeppelin from Led Zeppelin 2, 1969. Frank Sinatra, Songs for Swinging Lovers in 1956. Barbra Streisand at 15, Guilty, 1980. Queen and Night at the Opera, 1975. David Bowie, The Rise and Fall of Ziggy Stardust and the Spiders from Mars. Yeah, big artist, big album. A lot of people knew that one. 1972. Bon Jovi, Slippery When Wet, 1986. Celine Dion, Falling Into You, 96. At number 20, Neil Young with Harvest, 1972. R.E.M. Automatic for the People, 92. And this will go on to 1,000 as well. Mariah Carey at 22, Daydream, 95. AC/DC, Back in Black, 1980. 24 Bee Gees, Saturday Night Fever, 78. And Santana, Supernatural, at 25. 1999. So we're going to look at, I think we've got one more charter to look at. Well, that's it. And so I'm still in the studio. I've had to go through about 10 different charts there. And of course, naturally lost the voice, it got lower. So, well, I'll see you again tomorrow, I think. And, well, that's been, again, the 3 programs, you know, the animatronics, the master streamers, and then continued with all-time songs, you know. And, gone home, so finished now. I'll see you again tomorrow. Bye-bye for now, then. Just coming up to an hour on this one. And so that's fine. So everything's fine, and bye-bye, and I'll see you again. Thank you very much.